Okay,
Okay, sir.
our class will start soon. Okay. Hello. Okay. All right. Okay. So hello. Okay. So can you tell
Hi.
hello. So my name is Teacher Neil. So can you tell me about yourself? Your name, your city, country, your occupation, and your hobbies or interests.
My name is Earl. I'm from Beijing. We don't have yet a job, and my hobbies are sports and music. That's all.
Okay. All right. That I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So now, Mr. What was your name again? Your name was
Earl.
Earl. Yeah. So Earl, why do you want to learn the English language? Why do you want to learn the English language, Earl?
I think to adopt more people and to learn the value of the language and to gain more knowledge, I think.
Okay, that's good to hear. And I agree with you, right? Because English is uh our universal language and it's very useful for you, especially that you are a business minded person, right? Do you agree, Earl? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's move to our lesson, okay? So this is the correct book, right? Is this your book? Yeah? This is your book, right? Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is our lesson. So we are now in the lesson 7 of Acted Soc Conversational English for Preliminary. Okay. So we are now in the chapter 1 Business Office and lesson 7 Come Late. So we will talk about here on how does a person or a worker becomes late. Okay, and we all know that most of us encountered or experienced being late in our job, right? Yeah,
Familiar.
yeah.
Familiar.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, so for the content, um, in this lesson, we will have part one. We will be having our warm up. Next is conversation. Next is language focus. The fourth one is try out. And number five is review. And the last one is further study. Okay. So in this lesson, you will learn words, phrases, and expressions for coming late to work and the communication skills on how to talk to your boss or your manager that you are late to work. Okay, so are you ready, Earl?
Ready.
All right, that's good. Okay, so now let's have our warm up first. Okay, so I want you, Earl, I want you to read this one, please. Kindly read, Earl.
Jack has been working in this company for a month, and he comes late to work almost every day. Today morning, his boss want to talk about Jack.
Okay, so Jack has been,
What my
uh,
boss talk about Jack?
okay, so Jack has been working in this company for a month, and he comes late to work almost every day. Okay, so today's morning, his boss or manager wants to talk to Jack. So Earl, take a guess. What might his boss talk to Jack, or what will the boss say to Jack?
Come again?
If you were the boss, Earl, so like for example, let's say you were late to your work, what do you think will your boss say to you?
Asking why I am late.
Okay, asking why you are late, of course. No, okay. So now,
Yes.
in your case, are your boss or way back when you were still a student and your teacher, all is it? Are they okay with you being late for work or class?
I think it's unknown
Oh.
because in that stage you might learn the discipline and the formal setting of being in the set of class or in the set of working styles.
Yes, I agree with you, Earl, right? Because, in my case, I've been fond of being late, right? How about you? Are you fond of being late to your work or in your class?
Sometimes quite a bit.
Sometimes. Okay. All right. So now let's proceed to the next page. Okay. So let's have the part two conversation. So suppose or pretend that you are Jack. Okay, I want you to read the dialogue with an appropriate tone and pay attention to the underlined words, then answer the questions here. So, Earl, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Jack or Collins? The J and C. J is for Jack and C for Collins. Who would you like to
I
be?
go for
Come again?
I come for college.
All right. Okay, so I will be Jack. I will be Jack then. Okay, let's start. So Jack is in his boss office now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jack. Why have you come late?
I got stuck in traffic jam today.
It was really huge traffic jam. You are 2 hours late. Off you often come late. It has become your habit.
I try my best, but I am helpless.
I think you should resign and find another job.
Give me one more chance, sir.
You have already got the chances. How you will how you will this office run is tough. People come late.
I know it, sir. I need your help to change my habit.
It's not a doctor clinic to help you change your habit. Either your duty is to resign. I am giving you a last chance. If you're unable to improve, you will be dismissed.
I promise I will reach on time. Thank you, sir.
Now get up and go to your work.
All right, that's great. I like your English pronunciation. Okay, it's perfect. So, question one, Earl. Why does Jack come late to work?
Again,
Why does Jack or why was Jack came late to work? Why was he late? Jack,
his reason due to traffic.
due to traffic. All right, that's correct. And
Yes,
question two, what do you think is the attitude of Collins toward being late? His boss. What do you think is the attitude of his boss for Collins toward being late? And why?
at- attitude of the boss
Yes.
or um I think the boss was angry at
Mm.
Jack since he was supposed to do everything to his word, not being tardy. And that's
Mm.
the case of being outrageous, being angry of the boss. And lastly, I think really want him to dismiss due to of that so-called being late for reasoning.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Earl, for your answers. Okay, so now let's
Okay,
proceed to the next page. So let's try to explain the keywords and phrases underlined. Okay, excuse me. So there are keywords and phrases here. Kindly read each one, please. This one. Kindly read, please.
I'm gonna read this.
Yes.
Traffic jam. A large number of vehicles close together and able to move or moving very slowly. For example, the snow caused traffic jam all over the city.
Okay, so traffic jams. Do you know
Next
what
one.
is traffic jams, Earl? What is a traffic jam in your own experience?
I think it's full of vehicle in the road
Hmm, okay, full of vehicle on the
and
road.
there's no way to get or pass through that
Hmm,
type of road. I
okay,
think
correct. That's correct. So now, Earl, can you give me one sentence with the words traffic jam? Another
okay.
sentence.
I was in I was in the traffic. I mean, oh my god, no,
You could try the
I hate the
vehicle.
road.
Okay, you can do it.
I hate the road with a big jump out traffic. Oh my god, what's
Or the
pass?
vehicular accident. Okay, you can try saying this one. The vehicular accident cause. Can you please repeat
Okay,
after? Okay.
okay. This I think this is the first time that I heard the word traffic jam, but
Okay.
I tried. The vehicular accident caused a traffic jam.
Okay, that's correct. That's good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next word. Can you please read this one? The the second one.
Helpless. Helpless.
Yes.
Unable to do anything to help yourself or anyone else. For example, you feel helpless because there's nothing you can do to make to make the child better.
Okay. So this word is an adjective, meaning it's to describe something. Okay. So you feel so helpless. This person is helpless, right? So now I want you to make a new word. Can you please make a new sentence with the word helpless?
I am so very helpless to do the task sufficiently.
Okay, very good, very good. That's correct. Girl, you did great. Okay, so now how about the third one?
Resign. I need that.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I'm so sorry. Now, can you please make a new sentence with the word
Um,
resign?
resign. Is that correct? Resign to give up a job or position by telling your employer that you are leaving. For example, as the company's financial problems worst or worsen, several directors resign.
Okay. Now, can you give me a new sentence with the word resign?
I resign due to the problem of the company.
Okay, correct. That's great. Okay. Now, the fourth one, please. No need to read the meaning, but can you give me a new sentence of the word clinic? Just a new
I
sentence.
go to okay, clinic. I want to go to clinic to clean my teeth.
Okay, correct. How about the fifth one? Dismiss.
Dismiss the statement. Um, can I say something in a person
Yeah, you can.
or
You can.
anyone?
Yes, it's okay.
Noel dismissed her class early due
Oh,
to typhoon.
all right, correct. And the sixth one, the last one, promise.
Promise.
Mhm. Yes.
Um, I promise to my mother to come early.
Okay. All right. All of your Earl, you were able to give perfect sentences. I bet, and I know that you already have a solid background of the English language. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's proceed to the next one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Let me clear this one. Okay. Now let's proceed to the third one, the party language focus. Okay. So we have here the key expressions. Okay. And I get stuck in traffic jam today, which means you were or I was stuck in a traffic jam today. So you are stuck in or caught in a traffic jam. Okay, and that's good because you were able to give your examples earlier previously. And second one is I try my best, but I am helpless. Okay, and the third one is I promise I will reach on time. So now, I want you to challenge yourself on the next page. Okay, so here we will answer. So I want you to complete each sentence with appropriate word given in the box. Okay, so number one, can you please answer from 1 to 6? Please read the sentence first and answer.
I will read, then after I will fill in the blank.
Yeah, or you can provide the answer right away with reading the sentences.
He started his first promise when he was 20.
Okay, promise. We will check later, okay? We will check later. How about number two?
He promised to resign if he did not meet the financial target he set out today. Oh, he set out for the company.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Number three.
I feel helpless without you.
Okay. It's number three. And number four, Earl.
I was dismissed from the job yesterday because I am late for work.
Okay. And the number five.
I was stuck in a traffic jam for an hour yesterday.
Okay. And the last one, number six.
Her parents, oh, oh my god, I missed something.
Or do you want to change answers? It's okay.
Okay, it's for number one. Her parents promised
Okay.
her a new car if she passed the exam.
And for the number one, how about number one? Start this first.
Okay, he started his first clinic when he was 10. He was
Okay.
20.
Okay, let's check your answer. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next page. Okay. So all your answers are all correct. Okay. All your answers are all correct. You did great because, and you were able to provide the correct past tenses of the verbs. Okay. So good job, Earl. Now let's try out.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Earl, um, Shireen always comes late. Or can you please read this one, Earl? These sentences.
Serene always comes late to work lately. She is in her boss office now. Can you complete the conversation without word sentence? And then do you role then do you do a role play with your tutor?
Okay. So you will be the person on the left, and I will be the person in the right. Okay, the boss. I will be the boss. So please start.
I'm sorry, I am so late to work.
What was the problem?
Um I have some difficulty in the car due to the tire was flattened or flat.
Okay. So things happen. Make sure it doesn't become a habit.
So I
I start with letter P.
okay, I promise it won't happen again.
Okay, correct. Very good. So now, Earl, then for this one, okay, here. For this one, you could also your answer was correct, okay, but you can also say, what was the problem? I was caught in a traffic jam. Okay, you can also do that, but your answer was correct. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so very good, Earl. Okay, so now let's have our part for the last part discussion. So, discussion flexible working is a way of working that suits an employee's needs. So, having flexible start and finish times or working from home. So, in your view, in your perspective, do you like strict or flexible working hours? Why or why not? So, you can discuss from the following perspectives here. Okay, from productivity, from well-being of the employees, work and life balance, creativity, and relationship between employees. So the question, in your perspective, Earl, do you like strict working hours or flexible working hours? Why or why not?
Um, I like the flexible hour in working because you can do the things that you wanted. And second, I think you can work sufficient if you think you are good enough to work in that time. And you have time if you were flexible. Anytime you can work.
Okay. All right, that's correct. Okay, so in all of your answers, okay, was correct, but I can give you a suggestion. So for this one, for flexible working hours, that's correct. The employee can do anything, right? Because it's flexible. And for the work and life balance, well, it's balance, right? Because you're working in your house, in your home, without any distractions. Okay, and how about for this one? Like for example, if you are working at home, your time is flexible. So what will happen to your relationship with your co-employees, with your co-workers? Does it affect the relationship with your colleagues in the office if you're working flexible?
If uh, if some other co-employees were so enough into that kind of working status, or if they were in a strict hour, they eventually have that type of scenario that they will say that why are you very not conscious in your
Yeah,
time in your working,
yeah, that's
because
correct.
they will tell you you're flexible. I mean, they will tell them that you're flexible, but eventually it feels like you are very oppressed of being
Yes,
have
of
your own
course.
time frame.
Yeah, as it should, as it should. I agree with what you have said, Earl. Okay, so thank you so much, Earl. You did a great job. Okay, so now in this lesson, very good. You have learned the words and phrases: traffic jam, helpless, resign, clinic, dismiss, promise. So one more time, can you give me another word for, let's say, helpless? Another sentence for helpless.
Another what?
Another sentence with the word helpless. You can mention a name.
I feel helpless of being tardy and
Okay.
not being good enough today.
Feel helpless. I agree. I feel the same. The feeling is mutual, right? Because I am a tardy person. I always come late to my office, to our office. Okay, so very good. And for the expressions, I got stuck in traffic jam today. I try my best, but I'm helpless. And I promise I will reach on time. These are the words that you have learned so far. Okay. So do you have any questions, Earl, or any clarifications in regards to our lesson today?
None
Yeah.
so far.
All right. Okay. So very good. Okay. So now I might give you a reading, further reading material, so you can find this one on your account. Okay. So for your study after class, this is important because it can give you different words that can help you in your work as well. Okay, so types of flexible working. All right, Earl. So thank you so much, Earl, for choosing me as your English teacher for this lesson. And I hope I can meet you in another uh, lesson. Okay, so thank you so much, Ceci, and goodbye. Goodbye. Okay.